3, 2, 1. Hello, friends, and welcome to another episode of Hanging with Janky. It's December now, friends, which means it's time to spread some holiday cheer and also talk about gaming news. Although that's not exclusive to December, that's just what we do every week on Hanging with Janky, but still, it's what we're doing. Let's get to it. First up, dig out your overalls, acid wash jeans, and flannel because Nintendo is taking it back to the 90s with their cereal box promotions. That's right, friends. Nintendo is teaming up with Kellogg's to make some very special Super Mario Odyssey cereal. And by super special, I mean basically Lucky Charms with a Mario theme to it. Of course, this is nothing new, right? There's all sorts of promotional cereals that happen for this and that, and as far as toys and cereal boxes go, that's basically a tale as old as time. But what makes this one interesting is that each box of Super Mario Odyssey cereal will also function as an amiibo that you can scan into your Switch. Now, I will say that these cereal box amiibos aren't unlocking cool skins in the game, although it would be interesting to see what Super Mario as cereal would all be about. But these amiibos do unlock gold and hearts in the game, which means nothing to me because I haven't played Super Mario Odyssey. I don't know what that's about. I assume it's to buy other skins in the game, probably. I don't know, but it's hype, and if you really have a hankering for some stupidly sugary cereal, check out Super Mario cereal. And speaking of classic characters, let's talk about Sonic the Hedgehog. And now Sonic, the ridiculous fan art parody, is now canon. Okay, maybe canon is playing it a little fast and loose with that term, but what I can tell you is now in Sonic Forces, you can get a t-shirt for your character with the Sonic meme featured on it, which is ridiculous and wonderful, and God bless the Sonic team for just embracing Sonic on the internet. But not the weird parts of Sonic on the internet, just the fun, memey parts of Sonic on the internet. There's some weird stuff out there. As cool as this is, though, I am still waiting for them to introduce Eggette into the canon. I want to see Eggman's niece. She's cute, she's fun, and I bet that would be absolutely hilarious if they put her in a game. So, Sonic team, get on that. I want to see it. Please. Thank you. I appreciate. In some very exciting news, now that the voice actor strike is over, Ashley Birch will be returning to the role of Chloe Price, and Hannah Tell will be returning to the role of Max Caulfield in a very special episode of Life is Strange Before the Storm named Farewell. I mean, that's a pretty good chunk of the story right there, but it's super exciting to see them together again. They did a little promotional video for it about getting back together. It's so cute. Oh my god, they're so fun to watch together. And there was some video of them like recording lines and stuff. Basically, the episode will be set before Max leaves for Seattle with her family, and they're still like young and happy and everything's sunshine and rainbows kind of. But yeah, I'm super excited for it, and I'm so glad to see both of them back in the recording booth to film some new Life is Strange stuff, because Life is Strange is dope. Word. Totally shifting gears, let's talk about this weird development, which is a PUBG Mobile app. Quite frankly, I'm still confused as to what this story is about, but apparently there are some developers in China that are working on some new apps. The first one is a battle royale in a navy setting, so you're controlling ships and trying to destroy everyone else's ships and be the last ship standing. But the other one is literally just straight up ripping off PUBG. You're on a deserted island, you parachute in, you just like clean house, and it's confusing. I just don't get it. Like, how do you play Battlegrounds on a phone? I can barely aim using a mouse, and you want me to do it on a phone? Is there like a ridiculous amount of aim assist involved? Like, how do you accomplish that? How do I pick things up? How do I open doors? Is it just a whole bunch of tapping? This seems very poorly thought out. Regardless, neither of these apps have any dates set for Western releases, if they get released here at all. So I guess we'll just see how things turn out in China whenever they get released, but quite frankly, the whole thing just seems weird. And I would like to know what your opinions are. So, like, what do you guys think? How would you play PUBG as a mobile game, because this is crazy to me. This is like mobile MOBAs. Like, I just don't get, like, how do you play those things on your phone? I don't know. I want to hear you guys talk. I want to know what your guys' opinion are. How do you play Battle Royale on a mobile? Is that even a good idea? Let me know. Returning to one of my favorite games of the year, let's talk about some updates that have come to Cuphead. So this was actually an email that I got earlier today from Studio MDHR telling me all about the new patch notes for Cuphead, and there's a lot going on. First off, one of people's favorite things to exploit, which is whenever you're fighting the devil, whenever he does his goat thing where he claps his hands together and people just duck under, because apparently that's the way you're supposed to do it, well, you can't do it that way anymore. They fixed the hitboxes so you can't duck under the goat arms. I'm sorry for everyone who was doing it the easy way, now you have to do it my way. They fixed a crap ton of glitches in the game, which is good because there were several that needed fixed. But the one thing that people are talking about the most is you can no longer create an army of mugmen. So this was a glitch in the game that I knew nothing about, probably because I never played two-player Cuphead, but apparently there was this thing where you could disconnect and reconnect player 2 very quickly, and it would create multiple mugmen on the screen. Functional. So you can control them all and just like fire off a whole bunch of shots and just like wreck house against the bosses, which is super cool. You can't do it anymore. And of course, because this is the first Hanging with Janky of the month of December, it's time to talk about December game releases. There are some games that are coming out in December, not a lot of them, mostly like remakes and stuff, but still, we should have a chat about them because there are some good looking ones coming out. Starting off with Xenoblade Chronicles 2, which came out on the Switch yesterday, December 1st. So definitely check that out if you're a fan of the Xenoblade Chronicles series. I've never played any of them, but they do look real hype. Then there is Dead Rising 4 Frank's Big Package, which is a new Dead Rising DLC for Dead Rising. I'm not entirely sure what it is. I never played Dead Rising, but it looks really fun and cool, so definitely check that out if you're a fan of the Dead Rising series or just zombie shooters in general. Then on December 5th, we have Destiny 2, The Curse of Osiris, which is the new Destiny 2 expansion that people are pretty hyped for. Again, haven't played Destiny 2, but people seem pretty excited for this one, so that'll be super cool if you play Destiny. Then on December 8th, Hello Neighbor is finally getting its full release. Oh my goodness, that game is just so difficult and so ridiculous, but it'll be cool that they finally release the full version of the game. I'll probably check it out at least a couple times just to see what the full version is about. I'm sure it will be super cool, and I'm super excited to see what the finished game looks like. And then on December 13th, there's Final Fantasy Episode Ignis, the much anticipated third episode of the DLC for Final Fantasy 15. Oh my goodness, I cannot wait to see what the story of Episode Ignis is. Hopefully, it will reveal some things that happened. I don't want to like shout out spoilers in case you haven't played the game, although the game is like a year old at this point, so I mean, you should get on that, but I won't say spoilers, but I will say that I'm super excited to see this because it will be dope. And that's all the stuff that's going on in December. There are some other game releases. They didn't seem like super cool or anything, so I didn't decide to put them in. Again, like I said, it's mostly remakes and HD ports and stuff like that because nothing super interesting ever seems to get released in December. But hey, at least we got Star Wars this month, right? And of course, we'll round out the episode, as we always do, by thanking new subscribers to the channel. We now have 326 members of the Jank Squad on YouTube, which is super cool and awesome and wonderful. And thank you guys so much for supporting me and being here and watching the videos and all that good stuff. I appreciate you guys. You guys are awesome. But of course, let me thank some of the new subscribers this week. I know of one because YouTube actually gave me someone to thank this week. I'm going to pronounce this wrong, but Najwa McIver. That was probably super duper wrong, but thank you so much for joining the Jank Squad. I appreciate you, and of course, I appreciate all 326 members of the Jank Squad. Thank you all so much. Keep being you guys, unique, awesome, wonderful people that I know you are. I love you all so much. Thank you so much for being a part of the Jank Squad. Now, I did lie because there is one more thing we have to do today, which is figure out who won the giveaway. So I have this lovely t-shirt. We have a raffle for it. I have to pick who the winner is. So let me go ahead and do that. And the winner is Happy Wolverine. Thank you so much for playing. I will be getting in touch with you so I can get this t-shirt to you. I hope that you like it. That's super awesome, super cool, and that wraps up the news for the week. So, thank you all so much for joining me. I hope you guys liked it. If you did, feel free to leave that like down below. Comments, positive or negative, feel free to leave those below as well. More than anything, I hope you have a lovely day, evening, or whenever you happen to be watching. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, this is Janky Shenanigans, signing out.